Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator. So it's been a while since I posted one of these, so I want to go ahead and hop back into it. So last time we left off, we got into the cooking competition. We got overwhelmed, our eyeballs caught on fire, burning off our eyebrows, and then we ran out to the quad in frustration, fearing that Colonel Sanders would never accept our love. So, let's go ahead and hop back into it. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. You should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is a part of life. Not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well then think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you, enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure, I was born that way. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I lost my business partner to a gunfight, and I lost my innocence when I picked up a firearm and put a bullet in my rival. He survived, for a while anyhow. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together, which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him, a burning passion. Because I have a burning passion for him. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure, it's honest, it's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Love. Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. It's the spork monster.
Gorko, the spork monster is here to fight a hero.
Is anyone else feeling a bit of deja vu? I'm sorry, Gorko, but I could have sworn we've already battled you last night.
That was Borko, my twin, and I, Gorko, am here to avenge him.
Are you stronger than Borko?
Well, we're twins, so no, not really. We're pretty much exactly equal in every way. Why do you ask?
Colonel Sanders smirks as if he's already on the same page as you. It's just that we beat Borko pretty easily, so I don't think you have much of a chance. Not to mention, I feel really guilty about that. If I could take it back, I would. I think what Mike Hawk is saying is, can't we just be friends? Life's too short for making enemies.
I suppose we really don't need a fight. It's just I got these pointy teeth and claws.
All the better for enjoying tasty foods. Surely you like to eat, don't we all?
Of course I do.
Inspiration strikes, and you come up with a quick idea. Chomp on this. You toss a biscuit into Gorko's open mouth, and he devours it in one gulp.
It's delicious. You're much nicer than the evil students who once upon a time turned me into this creature who stands here today.
I don't believe it. You were human once?
Well, no, I was a chihuahua, but I was still a student after school until one day, some mean kids with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was transformed forever.
Magic spellbook?
Precisely. Orca used to have a copy, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef, and shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magics. Now you should be protecting the innocents from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear. I'll be there.
It sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. My cock. Together, I'm sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway, and we can discuss. A personal invite? You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Stepping into Sanders' home, surrounded by his sayings, you start to feel a special bond with him. It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decisions to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he's trying to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy. Both, perhaps. Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him or keep it a secret just for you? Well, we've led him on this far. We can't block him, per se. Alright, we're gonna reveal it. You decide that you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you've decided to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Lux hideaway, just like Colonel Sanders' deluxe washboard abs. Magnificent. Together, you chow down on the creamy slaw, till just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please, make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a minute. You realize that now would be a perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are various items you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Alright, let's go straight to this, the urn. You take a closer look at a large urn. Sitting on a nearby pedestal, there's a plaque on it. It's dusty. When you wipe it away, you can read the inscription. It says, "Here lie the ashes of all my past careers and business failures." Poor guy. A scented candle. You pick it up and try to identify the smell. Power tool? Freshly starched collar? Piece of wood floating in a lake? Summer of '69? No, it's one of the secret recipe ingredients. It's redacted. A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the comb. Upon further inspection, you realize that the hair therein isn't just silver in color, it's actually made of spun silver. Alright, so that opened, but I don't want to quite go there yet. You gaze out the window, across the vast lake and mountain range beyond. Just then, the ghost of Student pops up. Are you thinking about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death? Wait, what? I never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I could just tell you my name right now. It's... Can't you see I'm in the middle of something? You open the window, a crack, and the ghost of Student is swept out with a breeze. You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic, it's real. Taxidermy. Must have been important to Colonel Sanders when he was alive. A little note clipped to the chicken's foot says, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky." One of the framed photos shows an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders, standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appears to be choosing them. You look closely and see that there's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is. The photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt. Maybe this is where he discovered one of his secret herbs and spices. An adorable little baby crawls across the floor. From the goatee and mustache combo he sports, you figure that this must be Colonel Sanders himself. That, or maybe it's the drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of the company they founded. Am I right? This must be where he keeps the secret recipe. You think for a moment, what number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then it dawns on you. As soon as you turn the dial to 11, 11, 11, the safe opens. Inside you find a single note. Can chicken be prepared sashimi style? You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off its hanger and try it on. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish he's been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual, until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you. Oh crap, the jacket. Alright, so let's go ahead and make our big move. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This isn't that kind of game. Not that we blame you for trying. But still. Game over. What? Excuse me. What? I lose the dating simulator for trying to date and trying to make a move with Colonel Sanders, the person that this game is created for. Why can I not make a move with the Colonel? Why can I not make a move with the Colonel? Alright, let's go ahead and see where it sets us back off at. You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off of its hanger and try it on. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in a scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he's been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket. I don't usually loan these out, but I must say, it does look good on you. Oh crap, the jacket. Let's tell him we're cold. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to intrude. I just got a little cold and thought this might warm me up. Colonel Sanders smiles and scoots close to the fireplace. It's warm by the fire. Why don't you just come a little closer? Suddenly, everything feels like it's moving too fast. Final exams are tomorrow. You should be thinking about what you're going to cook. I should be home studying. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel. Yes, my cock? I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence. Alright, man, we have these weird dreams. You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. Alright, guys, we're gonna go ahead and end this episode right here. Bunch of stuff went on. We got a little bit insight on the Colonel's life. We lost the game trying to frick Colonel Sanders. We could not frick Colonel Sanders. Somebody tell PewDiePie that we can't frick Colonel Sanders. If you liked what you saw, like, comment, subscribe. See all you dudes in the next video.